It's not specifically with Kyra individually, but it's as a team how we want to press, and then all players play different roles on the pitch, and often she plays in that role where she is maybe the player that wins the ball for us.
And I mean, another thing about that goal, it kind of comes from the right-hand side, and Spurs made a bit of a change. They swapped their wingers around. I think I have a good idea of why they might have done that. And when a team does that, like, is your response to kind of to really focus on that area, or do you look at it completely open-mindedly? Let's see how the game goes and unfolds.
No, we're very specific with what we do. So we go through all possible scenarios when we get the lineup. The analysts watch the warm-up. So we have all the tools to see what we think opposition is going to do and how we want to deal with that. And so we have a plan for everything basically. And I think what they try to do is get into those pockets and make it hard for us to defend that left foot on the right side. But I think we manage it really well.
And can I just ask quickly about Lotte? Wasn't in the squad today. Was that an injury?
Yeah, she had a muscle problem during the week, and she's going to get a scan.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Emma.
Hi Renee. Appreciate probably 6 steps talking about Chloe, but obviously she's come on today. She's finally made a return. Seemed like she really enjoyed herself out there. Was that the message that you gave before she came on?
Yeah, so there's a couple of tactical messages or just checking in. Are you okay? Do you know the role to play? And set pieces, of course. But my final message was enjoy. You get your comeback in the Arsenal shirt and on a very special occasion. So just enjoy your football. And I think she's been smiling a lot in training and working really hard. So I think she's very passionate as a person. And but she also brings. You can see she's smiling a lot. She's very happy with where she's at. And I think that's important that you have players that are in a good place, feel good, are motivated, because then you'll get the best out of yourself, and that's hopefully what we can keep on building on with Chloe.
She had a really nice reception as well.
Yeah.
And imagine that would help her.
Yeah, definitely. I was very impressed. But in general, I think the crowds have been so inspiring for us.
Can I just ask about Alessia? I thought she was, another really good game today. She seems like she's herself is really enjoying football. She's in some great form at the moment. Yeah,
she's been very, very sharp, and I think she's finding that edge in her game, which makes her even sharper. So I think she's a fantastic footballer, so versatile, can play different roles, does really well in and out of possession. So we're so happy to have Alessia on the team.
Helen.
Yeah, Renee, bear with me. I was at the opera last night, and massive orchestra, huge chorus, massive cast, and one really good conductor who made the whole thing work. And when I was watching today, I was thinking Mariona is like that, because whoever she's relating with, whatever she's up against, she seems to be there. It's like I was saying to Tim, she seems like an octopus, but with like really good feet, 8 of them, and she's just like everywhere. And I just wondered if you could say a little bit about what Mariona has brought to the team, because it does seem like she's a unique player.
Yeah, no, I think it's a real good analogy. The octopus was quite unexpected, but yeah, no, she is amazing. She is everything that football is to me. I think she understands. And the best thing about her is that she always works really hard, and she sets up really good situations for herself, but everything she does makes it easier for the other players to play as well. She creates a little bit more time and space for everyone. She reads things, she sees things. So she is on such a high level. So we're so happy to have her. And don't want to take away all the rest, because there's so many individuals in our team who play on a very high level, similar to her. But I agree with you. She's an outstanding player.
And one last thing was, Robert Villahan was just in here now, and he gave the most fulsome praise to every bit of your team that I can imagine anyone has ever said. Beautiful goals, individually strong, world-class, world-leading, like everything he said, basically. And I wonder if you had any crumbs of comfort for him and his team, because they're obviously still building.
Yeah, so I know Robert. We did our training, what's that called, trainers badges, coaching badges together, yeah. In Sweden, so huge respect for him and who he is and what he wants to build. and I think, of course, with Tottenham, he's on a journey and fully support what he's doing. And it's always good to hear that from the opposition, to understand what it's like to play against us. But I want to give him credit for the way he wants to work and how he's building and how he believes in what he wants to do. And I wish him all the best.
Thanks, Helen. Kit?
Hi Renee, congratulations. When you beat your local rivals 5-0, you have a couple of signings coming on for their debut at first game of the Emirates, and it's all in front of one of your biggest crowds in the season. It feels pretty close to a perfect day. Was that like close to Arsenal at their best as a football club today?
At times, definitely. I think like the whole event. I think with playing at the Emirates, beautiful pitch, big crowds, the way the women's game is growing and how Arsenal is leading in this, I'm just very proud. And then, of course, it's about the football that we play. And I think at times we play brilliant football today, on the ball, but also how quickly we counter-pressed and win the ball back. And we score different types of goals. But then still, I'm like, there's still periods in the game where we could have done better. So I think we're on such a high level at times today. And then the next level is to be that consistently over 95 minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aisha?
Hi Renee, congratulations on a great win. How happy does it make you that it's different goal scorers, you're getting goals from all different directions? We've already touched on it there, we're not focusing on individuals here, but so many people contributing.
Yeah, and that's the kind of team we want to build. So we want to be unpredictable and hard to defend and hard to beat. And I think that's what you create if you have different threats. So if you only have one type of threat, it's going to be easier for opposition to nullify. But now when we come with different things, I think it's going to be very hard for opposition. So that's really what we work towards. And of course, I'm in the lucky position that we have so many good quality players in the squad.
And we often speak about Arsenal's attack and how good that can be, but today a clean sheet, and also I think Spurs didn't get their first shot on target until I think the 60th minute or so. How pleased does that make you as a manager? I'm sure it's something you work really hard on. Yeah, we do, and Aaron Dantino, he has a big part in that because he's working with the girls on the defensive part of the game. I think the buy-in is big. I think the plans that we have, the game plans that we have are good and strong, and it's always, we put high value on keeping clean sheets, and we also work with the mindset and how we emphasize things ahead of games and in trainings, how important it is for us to not concede. And I think it's about the details. I think Steph Catley is a great example. She's doing so many things so well today in the game, which you might not even notice, but that helps us so much, getting into the right positions, making the right decisions, and not even getting the opposition coming close to our goal. You mentioned there the mindset. Could you maybe tell us a bit more about like what that sort of thing entails?
Yeah, it's about, I think, what we as coaches think is important, and how the girls also think it's important now that we want to go for clean sheets every game. That defensive solidity is such a big part of our game, and it's about the trust in the team, that the forwards can trust that the players at the back and the goalkeepers keep it clean, and then the goalkeepers and the players at the back, they can trust that the front players will score a goal, and that trust is in the team at the moment. Not saying that we split the units, because we do everything together, so we defend together and we attack together, and that's also a big part of our strength. But I think there's just big trust within the team, within the roles and the collective, that we can score goals and that we can keep clean sheets.
Sakina, and then we'll wrap up.
Hi Renee, another massive win today, so well done. You had 27 shots and 12 of them were on target. Did you expect such a dominant performance against Tottenham?
I think they have some really good threats within their team. So the front four players that started for them today, we had to nullify them because I think they're good individuals. And looking at the lineup, I thought they were going to go for fast attacks and counter-attacks with some speed in behind as well. And I think credit to the girls that we deal with that so well, and then we set ourselves up to create attacks. And I wasn't expecting, what did you say, 27 shots? Huh? No, that's very big for us, because I think I'm not sure, but not many games, so we've had 27 shots, and I'm also happy with almost 50% on target. That's something we work with as well. Yes.
Thanks, guys. We'll leave it there.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
me. We should always make them laugh.
I agree.